This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Shirts for the Scene. Head over to the popkoproject.com and you can purchase your favorite band tee. We are raising money for the local artist in northeastern Pennsylvania whose income was drastically affected by COVID-19 since the world shut down all the way back in March of last year. Hard to believe we've been going through this for almost a year now, but that's why this fundraiser is so important. Artists and musicians' income has been next to nothing, and by buying a t-shirt on the online store, your purchase will directly have an impact as the proceeds go to the band whose shirt you are buying. There are over 100 bands, artists, and venues to choose from, but the store will be closing at the end of March. So go to thepopkoproject.com and purchase your shirt today. That's thepopkoproject.com and click the link for Shirts for the Scene. And Shirts for the Scene is made possible by Axelrad Screen Printing in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Visit them online at axelradarmy.com. My guests today are in a rock band based out of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. They are releasing a new single and video for a song called Grenade on Friday, February 26th, and we will be premiering that on today's podcast. For those of you listening on audio-only platforms, be sure to head over to the Popko Project on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube to see that video. We also talk about their plans for 2021 and the new EP, utilizing social media platforms to get their music out, Keith's TikTok game, and more. They'll also be hanging out at Hijinks Brewing Company in Allentown this Friday, February 26th, which is where some of the video was recorded. If you want to grab a beer with those guys, always a pleasure hanging out with these guys. Welcome to the show, Violet 9. What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Yo, how's it going?
Hey.
Oh, man. It's been, so it hasn't been that long since I talked to you guys last. It's been, what, 4 months?
Yeah, 3-4 months.
It doesn't feel like that at all. Wow.
No.
I feel like a lot has happened in 4 months, though, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But
It's been a ride.
I'm joined tonight by the guys in Violet 9. And last time we spoke, so here's the funny thing about last time we spoke. So we did the interview, and it was so hard to hear you guys because you were far away on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
And I also knew that my show, Alt Natives, was going to be put on hiatus.
Mm-hmm.
So I had in my mind, I had checked out. And I was like, I'm going to post this. And then 3 days later, I have to take it down because, the whole thing didn't exist anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's all good. I'm in a better place now, I think.
New things.
New things.
And you can hear us all better this time, too.
I can hear all you guys much better now, which is perfect. I liked the setup last time of you guys all on the couch and stuff, but
It was intimate. It was nice.
It was cool.
yeah. And I can drink now. So
Nice.
Hey, there you go.
Keith, where you at?
Right.
Now you're sober? What's up?
I had one. I mean, it's Sunday. I'll have a few more. But,
It is Sunday. I wasn't going to drink, but I'm like, you know what? Last time I had to be sober when I talked to you guys. So I was like, you know what? I'm having a beer. Maybe 3. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But so you guys have some news coming up. I think the 26th, this Friday. You're dropping a new song and video for that song. And we're actually going to premiere that video and song on the podcast in a little bit. But wanted to talk to you guys about what you've been up to. And last time we spoke, I think we talked about, an EP, but we weren't sure when it was going to happen. Or are we kind of have an idea now?
We have I don't mean to take it from you guys, but we have way better understanding and idea of when things are going to come out now. So it's a lot, things are a lot more in place than they were back then because we were still recording the EP when we spoke last. So we really didn't have an idea of when it's going to be done, when it'll be out, what songs are coming next. But now we're good to go with that. We have everything done and completed. So it's just a matter of when things come out, and we set our own release date. So
we don't know yet, or we do?
Well, we do, But
rough idea, yeah.
like, I don't know if I should say it, because if it
then
doesn't
don't say it.
happen, then like I'm on record that I said something in that.
We won't go there.
But
Estimate it.
We'll estimate this. So Friday single, for sure. Then in April another single, and then shooting for end of May is when the EP come out with another video alongside it. So
gotcha. And the song that's out this Friday, is that the song we are gonna? Okay, Grenade.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, I wore my red outfit for you guys.
There you go.
None of us did. I don't know what we were doing.
We should have wore the suits.
That will make sense.
The suits on. What are we doing?
Yeah, you should have.
Mine didn't fit, so
yeah, that's true.
We went to a different route.
Yeah, we had some last minute plans.
Yeah,
that's funny. And you're down a member. We lost Kyle.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
But it was just it was a mutual agreement.
Cool.
He wanted to move on, and
that happens.
We're friends. We love the kid. He's gonna do his own thing, but
good.
It is what it is.
These things happen, right?
Yeah. It's always life.
So what's been going on since October when we last spoke? You guys still all healthy? Families are good?
Yeah.
I think some of these guys were victims of COVID, or maybe just Tyler.
I had it.
Just Tyler, yeah.
Tyler had it.
So it was weird. So like beginning of December, I want to say like the 3rd or the 4th, I woke up and my throat, it's not that it hurt, but you get that feeling where you know that it's coming, but you're not necessarily going to say like, I have a sore throat, but you feel that it's on its way. So I was going to work. I was driving there and I was like, I just don't feel right. So I made the call that I was just going to go get a test. Why not? Let's stay safe, during all this. So I get the test and it comes back that I had it. And I was like, you're kidding me. And my birthday was December 16th. So it was like I had COVID up until my birthday. It was like my birthday wish was to not have it anymore.
Did it come true?
It did.
Good. Yeah, I've been fortunate. I've been able to stay away from it. And I actually just got my second dose of the vaccine last Thursday.
Oh, so
nice.
Yeah, the benefits of being obese are in my favor.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I am technically obese according to the BMI index.
Well, thick is in, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel obese. I hope I don't look obese, but yeah, according to the BMI, I'm obese, and I qualified for the vaccine. So
that was your free ticket.
Yeah. So I joke, and I'm not joking because I'm trying to make fun of anything, but I said that I've been planning for this pandemic for about 5 years now. I knew it was coming. I decided to drink a lot of beer, eat a lot of food, and here I am. Only in America do you have to be unhealthy to try and stay healthy.
Makes sense.
Totally, right?
But yeah, I had the Moderna, and a lot of people were saying they had pretty bad reactions to it.
Mm-hmm.
I lasted about 12 hours before I hit a wall, and I just kind of laid down. I took like a 2-hour nap. I woke up feeling a little bit better, and I slept the rest of the night. I was up a few times, kind of like shivering, but also sweating at the same time.
Yeah, cold sweats.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't terrible. I mean, I heard a lot of people had it much worse, but
yeah,
it's weird.
Probably better than getting it,
I guess. Yeah, Tyler, what was your experience?
To be honest with you, with me, it really didn't feel like that bad. It didn't even seem that serious or anything of that nature. It felt like I had a cold.
Right.
So I don't know if there's different variations or how it affects different people or whatnot. I got lucky.
Yeah.
I was told to stay in bed, rest, don't leave, quarantine to a room, which I did, and everything. But other than that, I did lose sense of taste and smell, though. I will say that.
Did you?
It's like the big thing, apparently.
Couldn't eat anything. Well, I could eat, obviously. I have teeth, but I couldn't. I couldn't savor that taste. I was like, I know what this tastes like, but I can't do it.
Yeah,
that was the thing.
Weird.
It's a good time to start eating healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I eat celery and lima beans, but it was the perfect time to just eat that right now.
Yeah, that's one thing about food that's awesome. Like, and the shitty food tastes so fucking good.
Yeah,
That's my
Mhm.
problem.
it's a crime.
My
I feel
favorite
that.
my favorite meal of the day is lunch, because my wife, who probably won't watch this, so I can say it, she's got us on this Mediterranean diet for dinner. And I mean, the food is good, but it's just like, it's not like satisfying like a good burger is, you know?
Mhm.
So I eat poorly for lunch, and she would kill me if she heard that. So.
I had Taco Bell for lunch today, so
Good for you.
I can't say a whole lot.
Good for you. I'm proud of you. I'm jealous. So jealous. So the video that we have coming out on Friday, talk a little bit about that. Who produced it, and then we'll get into it.
Okay, yeah. So who produced? You mean who produced the single or the video?
Everything.
Video. So when it comes to the song, we've always recorded with Justin Mitchell from King Studios here in Allentown. Justin's formerly of I Am King, so he's great to work with. He knows what he's doing and whatnot. We always have a great time working with him. Helps us make the bangers, you know. So then when it comes to the video, we've always worked with the same person, Eric DiCarlo, Square Up Studios. So he does a phenomenal job of everything. I think so far aesthetically, like, this is the best video that we have gotten back, and can't wait for everybody to see this. It's so sick. It actually has B-roll. We didn't really have too many B-roll things going on before. So there's like a whole other story synopsis behind it in the video that makes sense and ties in at the end. So it's fun to watch. It's a really great video, in my opinion.
Cool.
It's a very great video, and it also is a super catchy song. I think it's going to get stuck in a lot of people's heads really quick.
Mm-hmm.
It is a good song. It really is.
Well, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And Keith, he's a showman in the video.
That's for sure.
I don't know. You just want to play it?
Yeah.
Give the people what they want while they're here.
They want.
All right. So this is a new single from the band Violet 9 called Grenade. This will be available for the masses on Friday the 26th. Is that the 26th?
Yep.
26th.
And for those listening, you can head over to the Popko Project on Facebook and check it out there. Cool. So that was the new single, Grenade, by Violet 9.
Awesome.
That's great. So now you understand what I'm saying. For those listening, I have a red hoodie on to match the gentleman's clothing, except for Tyler, because he's in black with a red bow tie.
Yeah.
But and Keith,
it wasn't supposed to be that way, man. It wasn't supposed to be that way.
So what? Yeah. What's the deal with that?
I had the suit just like they all did.
Okay.
Suit, and the pants didn't fit, but the jacket fit perfectly fine. The pants, I could not zipper them up, like, for the life of me. So I took it to get tailored, and the person that I brought it to, she was like, "Well, I can only do this much, I think. Hopefully it's enough." So she did what she did, and I tried them on, and it still wasn't working. And it looked like in the seam area, it didn't stretch. It only stretched in the back. So I still couldn't zip the pants up. So it did do me any justice. So the woman was like, "I think your pants are just defective. Like, if I was you, I'd order a new pair." And I was like, "Well, I don't have time. So we got to make something up, like, right now." And honest to God, like, what I wore was kind of like, we did the video Thursday. We did it on a Thursday. So it was like Wednesday night. I'm at the mall. I'm like, "Keith, you said you had a bow tie? You said you had shoes?" I'm like in Express trying to find something to wear real quick for the video. So it wasn't planned that way. That it didn't.
It turned out better though that way.
Yeah, I liked it that way more.
It works. And if I didn't have the bow tie on, I definitely looked like I was taking your order at Olive Garden. But thank God for the bow tie.
No, it makes
I think
sense.
that-
I mean, you're the lead singer, so I mean, it's okay for you to stand out, amongst the other guys. So
There's like a thought behind it that made sense. I guess it's like, well, I guess I could technically stand out. I don't want to always have that mindset, but like I guess it worked. So it did.
I
I think that lady,
shirtless.
that lady just butchered your pants too.
Yeah, I know. And the shirtless thing, maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
After I
A summer video.
really
We'll do that in summer.
celery for 3 months straight, because if I can't zipper those pants, I don't think you want me to be shirtless.
Right.
So yeah.
And where was that filmed? Was that was a brewery, obviously, right?
So we did the B-roll at a brewery here in Allentown called Hijinks. Amazing. Everybody should definitely make their way to Hijinks Brewery and check it out for sure.
Good stuff there for sure.
Yeah, they really do. That's where the B-roll stuff was. And then
We also did some at our house too.
yeah.
Mhm.
Also, on Friday, when the song comes out, Hijinks is hosting a release party for us.
Oh, cool.
So if anybody wants to head down here to Allentown and check out Hijinks, we're all going to be there. They're going to showcase the video on a white screen, like a overhead projector screen, and they're just going to stream our music in there, and it's going to be a good time. Anybody wants to come down and hang, definitely come out.
Free beer? No, there's no free beer. No free beer.
There's
But we can
free
promote
beer
it like
You
that.
misspoke.
Yeah, free beer. Keith's got the tab.
Yeah.
Free beer.
Let's see what I can do. Maybe one round.
Well, I feel like Keith's got some money. I feel like he's on his way to becoming like a TikTok star.
I'm trying. Yeah, we've all been
hope so.
messing around. We're trying to get the band involved with it a little bit, but it's a weird animal, that whole thing. So
Keith, I mean, I gotta ask because like I'm old for one, but I mean it's very entertaining. I think yours are great as well. And I don't know, does it take a long time to put those together? Because I watch these and I'm like, this must take forever. And
some of them do, and some of them are just like, I'm going to do this really quick, and it's like 5 minutes and done.
Yeah.
But what I realize is the one that I take my time working on, they don't really do well, and then I'll do something really dumb that took me like a minute, 2, 3, 5 minutes, and that's the ones that pop off for some reason. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But
Yeah, I
Gotta crack the algorithm code and figure it out.
yeah, I mean, what is the what's the recipe for a TikTok star?
There is
I have no idea.
Just get weird, and I don't know.
you just gotta. I don't even know, because some of the things that pop off that have millions of views, I don't even find it funny.
The weirder it is, yeah, it's got to be strange and like short. I feel like the shorter ones kind of take off better.
I don't think
Nobody has an attention span anymore.
Yeah,
So
people naturally just don't want to sit there and watch something. Like if they click and it says 48 seconds, I think they're not about it.
yeah.
That's amazing, isn't it?
What's that?
I also feel like
That's
you
a-
kind of need to have boobs or a butt in those things too, or nobody's gonna watch them.
Yeah, that too. We all don't have that. So
No.
Well, Brandon, the butt, but that's it.
Well,
It's got to be super easy for a girl, right?
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For and maybe they deserve it. No, that we've the thumb has been over them for so long, so to speak. But like, yeah, they just show half their chest, and it's like, okay, us guys
Viral. It's viral, yeah.
are suckers for it, right?
absolutely.
People are watching it.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, there's these OnlyFans now. I don't know anything about it because I'm happily married, and I feel like for women, especially during the pandemic, they've been able to really make a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
on OnlyFans.
We were joking that we were going to start a band one.
Yeah.
Hey, well, some people do
That's
weird
what-
things like eating. Like they'll eat something and people watch that. Like they like the sound of crunching
No.
or just eating certain products for some reason. I don't know.
Mhm.
So OnlyFans is also just people doing random
There's a
things.
lot of wild stuff on there. Yeah.
Okay,
just not
so
just-
it's not only for girls getting naked.
I mean, I guess that's what it was built for, but now people are branching off and doing their own thing and people are subscribing. So
There's too much to keep up with.
I think I'm going to do like a Lego one. Like I'm just going to build Legos and see if anything happens there.
That's funny. I don't know. I have a hard enough time keeping up with Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
And I barely get on Twitter.
Too many socials these days.
There's too much. There's too much. I feel like we're all like just consumed by this social media and the internet. It's just like, God.
It tends to be a bit annoying sometimes.
But I do appreciate Keith's videos. They're funny.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We got some band ones coming up. We're gonna work on some band stuff.
We got to get together and just create a lot of band ones, especially to promote the new single and the new album as well. TikTok is really becoming a. Wait, are we talking about TikTok? Yeah, TikTok.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I just want to make sure we weren't on OnlyFans again, but TikTok.
If we can make an OnlyFans, I'm about it. See what happens.
Definitely the leader right now when it comes to like a social media platform and people growing a fan base. A lot of bands right now are on there and their numbers are climbing because of TikTok. It's crazy, but there's just no formula to it. It's either going to hit or it doesn't.
Yep.
Now, do the videos translate into streams on like Spotify and shit like that?
I haven't seen that because I'll see a lot of bands that blow up on TikTok and I'll jump right to Spotify. And for the most part, they don't really match up. Usually like the Spotify numbers aren't what you would think they are compared to their TikTok numbers. So not yet that I see, but who knows?
Yeah, I've noticed the same thing where it doesn't seem like a band, let's say their song had 100,000 streams and they had a TikTok that blew up overnight and they wake up in the morning and it has 400,000. Like I don't really see the correlation in there of it, growing. It could, but I mean, I personally haven't seen it, but I'm sure that there's artists out there that have definitely seen a growth in their streaming revenue and whatnot because of TikTok if they use it correctly. So.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you guys, what do you guys decide you focus on? Like, you're saying you want to try and build out a TikTok page for the band. And there's so many different outlets. There's Facebook, there's Instagram, Spotify, there's YouTube, there's TikTok, there's Snapchat, there's OnlyFans. But how do you guys kind of pick and choose? Or you just kind of feel like you have to be on all of it?
I think TikTok is just like a filler thing. I don't know if we'll ever be too serious about it, but.
For us,
you almost have to be on everything. You got to stay relevant. If somebody's doing the next thing, you got to be on that next thing.
Right.
You just got to keep it up. Got to keep up with it.
Social media is super important. If you're not using it, you're not going to grow.
Unfortunately, right?
Yeah,
it is.
And I wonder, like, back in the day, like 30 years ago, it was so hard to have your music heard. But and then now it's so easy, but like I feel like there's so many outlets and there's just like, is there too much music out there? And I say that because I don't remember the last time I listened to a record front to back, because much like Netflix for me, I spend more time looking for something to watch than I actually do watching it. And when I'm listening to music on Spotify, if a song comes on, like if it's not like, I might get halfway through and then just skip it to get to the next thing, just because like I know that there's something else out there that I can listen to. It's almost like that FOMO or something. I don't know. It's weird.
You feel like you're overwhelmed when you go to like plug in your phone, you get in the car and you're like, what am I going to listen to? Because there's so many options.
Yeah.
I feel that for sure.
Definitely makes it tougher. It's just oversaturation in the market. Like you said, there's so much going on. You can choose to listen to rock 1 second and 10 seconds later, you're like, I'm not into it. I'm going to listen to rap instead. Or, it's like the variety is just, it's gotten to the point where if you can't capture someone's attention in the first 5 seconds, they're already on to the next thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. I almost miss Blockbuster and being a kid for a few different reasons. I missed the Friday night going to a pizza with the girlfriend, picking out a movie, walking through the aisles and picking something out. But like you went home, right? You put the movie on, and even if it sucked, you still finish it.
Yeah, that was like
because you had it, and they had no other options. Like now, it's like I watch the first 10 minutes of a movie, and if it sucks, it's like, okay, let's go spend an hour to find something else now.
And I don't even just stay on Netflix. I'll be like, all right, now I'm going to jump on Hulu, and then I'm on Amazon Prime. It's like, what am I doing?
And there's Disney, and there's what else is there? It's countless. It's just almost too much. It's just too much.
Almost like every TV channel is starting to do like the stream thing now,
right?
With like Netflix does.
It's crazy.
And what's funny too, because like I always wanted to. I'm like, why can't I have cable where I just pay for the stations that I want? Because when I had cable, it was a fortune, and I would just watch like 5 different channels.
Mm-hmm.
And now you kind of have that access to these different platforms, and now I'm complaining because it's too much.
Yeah, it's when you think about that concept too. Let's say you watched 5 channels. Well, how much money is that one channel going to charge you if you had a subscription to one channel? So I just think ultimately these services that are just compiled into one thing, there might be an abundance of it, but I think it just makes more sense.
Yeah.
But the other thing I've noticed is like we were saying, every channel has its own streaming platform now, and you got to pay a subscription.
Mm-hmm.
Before you know it, when you have Hulu, you have Netflix, you have HBO, Disney Plus, etc. You're paying $100 a month for TV. So
yeah, and you cancel cable, but then you're and it's all in the mind. It's the perception because like, I'm only spending $10 on this, or I'm only spending $12. Like
same thing with Spotify and Apple Music and stuff. You get a subscription, you've everything, so you can listen to. But
I held out for a long time. I forget. I think it was 2018 when I finally kind of bit the bullet, and it's 18 or 19. But Spotify was free. No, I'm sorry. I got Spotify. Hulu was free with my Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't get rid of Spotify. And then I had Apple Music because I wanted to listen to Zane Lowe.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't get rid of that for whatever reason. And it just they all kind of like suck you in with one good thing about it, and you can't get rid of it.
I have both. I have subscription to both Apple and Spotify, just because I think Apple has a better EQing than Spotify does. When you stream songs, to me personally, I think it sounds better played through Apple than it does on Spotify.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
See if it works for you. I don't know. That's what I've always.
I do feel like Spotify compresses it a little too much.
Really? They do compress it a ton. Yeah.
Wow. See, I didn't really take notice of that. For me, I like the way Apple looks better. I just like the.
Yeah, it's integrated for your phone, so.
Yeah.
The worst part is that none of them pay us as much as they should. So.
Yeah, that's one other thing. Do you guys see those as just tools to get your music into the hands of the consumer? Because
like I said, it helps. It helps because it's accessible for everyone. Like anybody can just get to our stuff for free, or whether they pay or not.
Mm-hmm.
But the other issue is, like I said before, if they're not into it in the first 5 seconds, they're out the door onto the next thing. So it's a win and it's a lose, but it is what it is.
It's got to be hard to navigate. It's got to be hard.
You definitely can make money on them, though.
Yeah, if you're Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
of course.
It's all about the playlisting. That's what Spotify is great for.
Gotta get on those.
Yeah. So are you guys how does that work? Do you have to actively seek those out, or is that kind of like you get lucky, or how does that work?
Through the distribution service we use, you can pitch your song to Spotify, and I think it just goes. I don't really know the process, but I think it goes to an email list or something to somebody that works there. They check it out. They probably only listen to the first few seconds. If it catches their eye, they let it shift to a playlist. I don't really know how it works, honestly. I just know that it's not you don't pay, and it's not a service that you request. It's something that is just by chance.
Okay. Yeah, I interviewed a guy. His name he goes by the name Telco, and he has a lot of exposure on Spotify through the playlists. He got picked up on shit. I was just listening to it today. I forget what it was, but yeah, it was one of those big ones on Spotify, and the song just kind of blew up. I don't know what it was called.
Takes one good one.
That's all
We
it
were
takes.
on New Noise before.
What's that?
We were on the New Noise playlist. That's one of the editorials Spotify has. We got featured on New Noise. We were on there for probably like 8-10 weeks, I think.
That's cool.
Just friends.
Yeah.
Definitely helped for sure.
Yeah. One, and maybe if you don't want to explain, then you don't have to. But the video, going back to that, maybe I'm just stupid. It's very, very well could be the case. The girl. So, Tyler, you get roughed up a little bit.
Yeah.
Was that like a girlfriend or a love interest? And she but then I mean, the guy at the end is Keith steps in and kind of like
because Keith's like, well, I mean, But do you mean, is it like, do you mean for the video purpose or real life? Because it's my girlfriend in real life.
Okay, well, I meant for the video.
Well, in the video, yeah, she is. And then the whole thing about the video is I'm in a relationship. I'm not really feeling it anymore. We all go out to the bar that she works at. In real life, she works there too at Hijinks, so it all made sense. So we go out and there's other women there and I'm eyeing one up and I'm like calling her over, buying drinks for the other girl from my girlfriend as the bartender. So then she finally has enough. We get back to the house. We get roughed up a little bit. She's like, I don't appreciate what you're doing. Stuff breaks, walks out the door. As you'll notice, Keith remains there the whole time, you know, like he never left or whatever. And then she goes back to the bar, not to work, and he's at the thing. And, you know, at the very end, they just, you know, connect.
I was waiting for, and this is not a knock on the producer of the video, but it would have been really cool if Keith just kind of like looked up and kind of gave a smirk.
Oh, at the end?
Yeah, at the very end.
Like look right at the camera too.
Yeah, right at the camera. Like, oh yeah. Missed opportunity. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about producing video, so I'm just joking. But I was waiting for that to happen. Just like, how cool would it have been if like just Keith just looked up.
Mm-hmm. This wink.
That would have been funny.
Yeah. Next,
we're happy with it. We like the way it turned out. It's really good.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, outside of the scene at the house and the bar, you know, it was really clean. You know, the white background and you guys in the red and the black, and yeah, it was cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, for what my opinion matters.
Oh no, we love it.
We value that.
For sure.
That's cool. So what's next for you guys? I know you're going to release another single in April, and then you know you're talking about a tentative date for the new EP. But I mean, have you guys? I feel like things are starting to kind of open up. There's at least some outdoor venues that are booking shows. Like, is there anything on the horizon in that sense?
Not yet. I think we just, as a band, we want to really play it safe to make sure that it's the right move to make, because a lot of bands and whatnot, if you're, you know, I'm not knocking on anybody or anything like that, but I've noticed like during the whole period of time, like if a band's playing a show, you get that feeling of that band's playing a show. Like, just think it's not the best look or move on our part to be doing that until things are good to go, you're safe, shows are a thing again.
Yeah.
I think it'd be in our best interest, especially as, you know, an up and coming band, rather than get blacklisted now. You know, let's not do that. Sorry.
You bark? You just bark?
Yeah. Yep, I did. I barked. But like, rather than just get that, you know, head around the band now, like, let's just wait until everything's good to go again.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you're not knocking anybody who does, because like it's such a fine line. Like, you know, I think it's so important for artists to. That's so much of an outlet for you guys. I mean, this pandemic has not only hurt people financially. You know, from an artist standpoint, I think it goes to much more than that. It's you know, hurting their creativity. It's, I mean, being on stage in front of people and playing music for you guys, I'm sure is such a feeling that I'll never personally be able to experience from that angle.
Or say never.
No, it's never going to happen unless you bring me on stage with you guys. It's like I don't know.
You can guest vocal once.
You never know.
No, I'll just stand there.
Backing tracks. All you got to do is fake it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're in. All right. We're in.
You can come out there with the red hoodie on and just stand there.
Okay.
Just be a hype man. Like, get everybody.
Put it up. All right. I'm in. But yeah, I mean, it's such a weird, and I think bands do it because, you know, they feel they have to play, because that's what they love to do. It's just a weird time, and we're coming up on a year of this. It's gonna be in like, I think a month. It'll be, or no, less than a month actually, since the world kind of shut down.
I think
the second week of March.
Yeah, I think the 11th. I think it was.
As a band, we played our last show February 13th, 2020.
Okay, so it's been a long time for you guys. Over a year.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Now we're definitely all itching to get back out there.
Yeah.
And what are you guys doing to keep busy now? I mean, obviously you're recording this EP and TikTok, right?
I mean, I wish we could say something that was more interesting, but for me, it's working.
Yeah. So the last time that we talked, that was actually the last time that we went to the studio as a band or anything like that. So this is finally picking up for us on the music side of things. So
yeah, I mean, I hope things get better, but I don't know.
It's looking like it's trending that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, people are starting to announce tours again. Like, it definitely is a good sign.
Yeah, is that just being like, what's the word?
Keep us
optimistic.
Optimistic. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Keep the carrot out in front of us on the string, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, that's the other thing too with bands that are that established already. It's like they have to at least try to do something because their livelihood is completely on the line.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. What about live streams? You guys going to try and step into that world, or you're just kind of like, no, we'll wait till.
We had explored the option, but once you get everything set up and everything, it gets expensive for one. And I don't want to say we don't have a platform, but it's very difficult to get people engaged with that. I think. Right. Because it's not the show experience. You're not at the show. You're just sitting at home. It's cool, but it's not engaging.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. It sucks.
Yeah, it does. I mean, if things are shut down for a long period of time, still, we might have to think about doing something like that.
Yeah.
But, see.
At least for maybe the release. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe do a release show virtually just to have something to do.
Maybe when the album comes out, if things are still looking grim, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But now that we're talking about it on here, we're going to have to do it.
Yeah.
No, it's just, I mean, I have like 5 listeners. You're fine. You're fine. No, you don't have to do anything. My wife doesn't even listen, which is fine.
You got to do it now.
Yeah, you're fine. No one's going to listen. No one's listening. I don't know. So where can people find you guys to check out your music and make sure that they kind of is there a pre-save link? Can they save that for that song coming out Friday?
Yeah, the pre-save link is on our Facebook page. I don't know. I think we put it in the Instagram bio.
It should be there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be in there. Instagram bio and on Facebook. If you go to our post, I'm not sure if we pinned the post at the top. Because you can pin a post that way when people go on your profile, the first thing they see is that specific post. So, but it's definitely on Facebook. So if they want to pre-save it on Spotify, it really helps every time someone pre-saves it. I believe it helps with your algorithms too and whatnot. So it really means a lot because you pre-saving helps get the music to other people that you haven't yet gotten to yet. So
right. Yeah, I never really thought about that before. I have a friend. He started a project called Sleep Lore, and it's really going well for him. And he always sends me the link to pre-save, and I always do just because he's a good friend of mine, and I like his music too. But yeah, that makes sense. Is if people are pre-saving it, that means that obviously there's some kind of a buzz about it, and that might help push it into different. Places. So that's cool. Yeah, I did not think about that before. Like I said, I'm very stupid.
Yeah. We're all a little stupid.
Yeah, you just got to play with it for a while, and then you start to figure it out, and you're like, oh, that's why. Okay.
Are we talking about music or something else?
Man, I don't know where you're going. Music it is.
You just got to play with it for a little bit. You'll figure it out.
So yeah, it's on Spotify.
All right, I guess I killed this interview.
Nah.
Oh, man. All right, cool. Well, Violet 9, you guys are based out of Bethlehem, correct? Still there?
Yep.
Cool.
Funny because I'm the only person that lives there now.
You guys all left?
Brandon does.
Oh. Yeah, I was going to say, you're not the only one.
Forgot. He does.
Yeah. Me and Nick are far away.
It's just, it started there.
Right.
So we just keep it, but now it's kind of like scattered in Pennsylvania somewhere, where we're from.
That's fine.
Oh, within like an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
And before we end this, Keith, I think you said something about Kulik was part of a new song or going to be part of a song.
Yep, he's going to be part of one off this album, and not this Monday, but the following Monday, we're actually going to be shooting a video for that one. So we're excited for that.
And how's he doing?
He's doing good. He's got a new dog now, so he's going through the puppy training routine. You know,
I did see that on Instagram or Facebook, one of the two.
Yeah, he's going to town. He's recording new music and all that good stuff. So he's getting busy too.
Well, that sounds fun. I'm excited to hear that song when it comes out.
Yep, we're excited for that.
If you want to get it to me early, I mean, please, by all means.
Yeah, we'll send it to you.
Give him the Dropbox, Keith.
Sweet.
Send him the links.
Mm-hmm.
Full access.
Sweet. All right. Well, thanks for joining me tonight. I appreciate your time.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you.
The song's great. The video again will be out the 26th for the song "Grenade." You saw it here first, and make sure you pre-save the song on Spotify and help these guys out as far as the algorithms go, and all that kind of stuff.
And follow us on TikTok.
And follow them on TikTok. Follow Keith on TikTok.
The band.
Go to Hijinks on Friday.
Yes.
Friday?
We'll be there. We'll all be there.
There's free beer.
First round on me. First round on me.
Oh, okay. All right. We did work him a little bit. We went from no free beer to one free beer. So that's good.
All right. Now, and everybody can go to Hijinks any other time too. Just come hang.
Yeah, it's a cool place.
It looks cool. I was wondering, I was at a brewery, Weyerbacher, and I'm like, these guys are kind of, I think that's in Easton though. So maybe.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes from us.
Okay, so it is close. I was like, is that Weyerbacher? I haven't been there in 9-10 years. So I was like, maybe it could be, but.
If you're not busy Friday, you want to make your way down too,
I'm not. I'll make sure I wash this.
Yeah,
Friday.
You definitely have that on.
Yeah, you can't not have that on.
We will all be in the suits. So.
I'll tell you what, though. If I was single, if I was not a father,
your wife definitely doesn't watch this.
Yeah,
she doesn't. If I was single, like seriously, I would be there. I wouldn't even think about it. But yeah, I'll see you Friday.
Yeah.
I would. 100%. I would. If I was single and younger, but I'm not single. I'm not young, and I have a 3-year-old kid. So it's like,
I understand.
It's tough.
perfect combo.
Yeah. It doesn't suck, but what sucks about started when I had a radio show and when I started this, it was at a point in my life where I can't just go do things on the fly. It's going to be well planned out and all that kind of stuff. But had I done this years ago, I'd probably be in a lot of trouble.
That's true.
But what are you going to do? Well, guys, thanks again. Looking forward to Friday for you, and have fun at Hijinks. If I don't make it, have a beer on Keith for me.
On me. Just one.
We will do that.
Just one. Have a beer on Keith.
Tab.
What's that?
Keith has a revolving tab, so good.
I mean, he hangs out after hours and picks up the girls. So. All right, cool, guys. Well, thanks again. I appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Take care.